Today, let's explore the birthplace of the skyscraper. The story of tall buildings is not just about glass and steel. It is about technology, economy, and the dream of a modern city. Two cities played the biggest role in skyscraper history: Chicago and New York. Chicago gave the world the technology, especially steel frame construction. New York gave the financial power, office towers, and a skyline of beauty. Together, they started the era of the modern skyscraper. The first change came with steel frame technology. Before that, walls carried all the weight. With steel frames, buildings became lighter and stronger. This allowed heights of 20 to 30 stories. The first example was the Home Insurance Building in Chicago. Then came Elisha Otis's safety elevator. It allowed people to move safely to higher floors. And in Manhattan, where land was very expensive, the best way to grow business was to build upward. Between 1890 and 1930, one tower after another rose in New York: the World Building, the Park Row Building, the Singer Building, and the Woolworth Building. Each one was a milestone. Finally, in 1931, the Empire State Building amazed the world. It crowned New York as the true capital of skyscrapers. But tall buildings also blocked sunlight and air on the streets below. So, in 1916, New York passed the first citywide zoning law. It required buildings to set back as they rose higher. This rule gave birth to beautiful Art Deco towers, which still define the identity of New York today. So, where was the true birthplace of the skyscraper? Technically, it was Chicago, but New York gave the skyscraper its life, its form, and its global fame. We can say Chicago invented it, but New York placed it on the world stage. The Art Deco era. The 1920s and 1930s were the Art Deco era in New York. In this time, the city's skyline changed completely. Tall buildings became more than offices. They became works of art. Art Deco was a style of design and architecture. It used bold geometric shapes, symmetry, stepped forms called setbacks, and shining metal decoration. It showed both the power of technology and the beauty of art. In 1916, New York passed a zoning law. It said tall buildings must step back as they rise. This allowed light and air to reach the streets below. Architects turned this rule into beauty, creating the unique forms of Art Deco skyscrapers. The most famous example is the Chrysler Building. Its shining crown, inspired by car parts, made it unique. Then came the Empire State Building, once the tallest building in the world. Its simple but powerful design still inspires today. Rockefeller Plaza is another Art Deco masterpiece, which became a cultural heart of the city. Art Deco was more than a style. It was a symbol of modern life. These towers gave New York's iconic skyline. They showed the blend of art, technology, and economy that made the city the skyscraper capital of the world.